government's changing, Carlsbad is leading the way. One of the things that we're doing today is being more proactive versus reactive. We're going out into the community, listening to our residents, listening to our businesses. It all comes together to create a wonderful community.
The city of Carlsbad is guided by 9 core values identified by the community as part of Envision Carlsbad.
One of the things I've learned is that I don't have all the answers, but it's important to have the right questions, and as we ask the questions, that we listen to their answers and use that as part of our decision making.
Some of the things I hear from our community is that they want a well-balanced community. Everyone understands the need for business, but have a super drive for keeping trails and open space and maintaining our small town feel while still understanding we're a large city.
Carlsbad residents love their community and they always want to get involved. It's just what we do here. There's this great sense of community and being able to give us input. It's very important.
When you look at the values that came out of the Envision Carlsbad process, many of the values are really rooted in open space, beaches, high quality of life, but also I think there's a recognition by the community that balance is important. It's balancing quality of life as a residence and the parks and the things that we want as families, but also understanding that businesses are an important part of our community and the schools are an important part of our community. And it's all of that together that really makes Carlsbad special.
Over the past 5 years, the city has used the community vision as a guide for making decisions to protect our quality of life and create a sustainable city.
What's special about living in Carlsbad is that you get to live right by the beach. The beach is basically your backyard.
I love to feel the sand beneath my toes.
I surf. I want my kids to surf. I want them to love the beach.
We know that many people enjoy the beach very much as it is, but as we've listened to the majority of the people, we have heard and learned about some enhancements that will make it even better. And the things that we're planning will only enhance what you enjoy here at the beach.
Last year, the city of Carlsbad entered into a partnership with the California Department of Parks and Recreation to make improvements to the state-owned beach area north of Tamarack. A victim of state budget cuts, this area had fallen into disrepair. Now, residents and visitors enjoy improved amenities. The bluff is being protected from erosion, and going to the beach is more enjoyable for everyone. The city is currently in talks with state parks to expand this partnership so beach improvements can continue. The city is also working on making it easier to access the beach north of Pine Avenue, improving crosswalks along Carlsbad Boulevard, and expanding bike lanes. Upcoming projects also include improving safety south of Cannon and road improvements around Tamarack that will make it safer and more welcoming for walkers and bicyclists on this popular stretch of our coastline.
What do I love most about Carlsbad is the diversity in the downtown State Street area.
I love the improvements that Carlsbad has made. It's beautification without going overboard. So I really enjoy the small town community again of this city.
Continuing village revitalization efforts is a top priority for the city of Carlsbad.
Council loves to focus on the village because it really is the heart of our city. This is where Carlsbad started. There's a lot of charm, there's a lot of history. I defy you to come down to the village and not meet somebody that you know or they'll wave to you as they pass by. This is what brings us together. This makes us feel like we're at home.
Recent improvements to the village include the addition of the iconic Carlsbad sign, new energy-efficient lights, improved signage, and other amenities. Revitalization efforts have begun to attract more private investment in the village too, with new restaurants and shops, and smart growth projects that encourage walking, biking, and public transit. The city is working on a new master plan for the village and barrio areas.
We invited everyone, not just people from the village, but people from all over Carlsbad to give us their input. It's all coming together to just make it a better community and one that we all can participate in.
Carlsbad is one of the few San Diego cities that puts money aside every year to make sure our infrastructure is kept in shape. We take things for granted. We don't even think about like our sewer system, our water system, the police officers who are driving around while we're asleep. These are things that we provide, and we do a great job at it.
The city continues to be on sound financial footing, with its main revenue sources seeing healthy gains. This year's budget includes money for park improvements, including an outdoor amphitheater at Aviara Community Park, an arena soccer field and a dog park at Poinsettia Park, and a new community center and gardens at Pine Avenue Park. The city is also investing $11 million to modernize its libraries, including upgraded technology and collaborative workspaces.
I feel Carlsbad is on a great track to becoming a sustainable city. We have a desalination plant, which I think could be awesome in the future since we are in a drought.
To make sure residents and businesses have a reliable water supply, the city launched a new water conservation campaign, is expanding the recycled water pipeline network, and will nearly double the capacity of its water recycling plant. And, after years of planning and construction, Poseidon Water is getting ready to bring the Carlsbad Desalination Project online.
It's vital for the city to be a steward of natural resources, whether that's water, open space, energy. It's something that we need to be cognizant of in our planning to make sure that those resources are available for future generations.
The city is expanding the use of solar energy and hydroelectric power and electric vehicle charging stations as part of its climate action plan, a comprehensive approach to environmental sustainability. After a number of public hearings, a new, smaller, and more environmentally friendly power plant has been approved to replace the aging Encina Power Station. Under an agreement with the city, NRG, and SDG&E, there is finally a plan to tear down the old plant at no cost to taxpayers, so this precious coastal land can be returned to uses that better serve the community.
I think living in Carlsbad is so special because of all the people here. The community is pretty great, and then also the scenery, all the beautiful hiking trails just around the area.
The city of Carlsbad is celebrating the 10th anniversary of its award-winning habitat management plan. Carlsbad is still the only North County city with an approved scientific plan for protecting critical species living among us.
Open space meets the needs of residents in many different ways. We can hike through open space. Some places are just for the critters. Other places like our parks are open space where we can come and gather and our kids can play.
The city of Carlsbad has set aside twice the amount of permanent open space than the average of all its neighboring cities.
Keep doing stuff like this, Carlsbad.
I'm really glad that Carlsbad exists because I have been lucky enough to work in the same company for 11 years. Because it's a stable place to work, I am thriving.
The Carlsbad economy continues to rebound in all sectors. Tourism and hospitality, retail, life sciences, technology, and action sports. Westfield Carlsbad debuted major renovations to the east end of the mall, including a new theater and fitness center, and has plans for additional improvements. A citizen-led initiative is proposing a new plan for the south shore of the Agua Hedionda Lagoon. A new visitor-serving commercial project on 15% of the property would fund new access to open space and trails on the remaining 85%, while ensuring the strawberry fields remain viable long into the future. On the regional economic development front, Carlsbad is working with the cities along the 78 corridor on a campaign to drive new business to the area. And Carlsbad is investing in new technology to make working with the city even easier. New code compliance software and online permitting and record systems will streamline city business.
In mid-'80s, growth was a very hot topic here in Carlsbad. Out of that came the Citizens Initiative and then growth management. And growth management has guided us toward this point where we're at today and given us the high quality and the standards that you enjoy each and every day.
The city of Carlsbad is in the final stages of updating its general plan, a roadmap for future land use.
There are seniors, there are families, there are young people. And as we all come together in our different needs and everybody works together for the common good, we found that we're a better people as we work together than we would ever be as we try to do things on our own.
Following last year's poinsettia fire, city crews restored critical infrastructure, began habitat restoration, and engaged community volunteers to support the cleanup effort.
When I get to teach the city stuff classes to the third graders, I'm amazed at how interested a third grader, that's 8 or 9 years old, how interested they are in becoming part of the community and the pride they get when they get to sit in the mayor's chair. They walk down and tell me, I want to be the mayor one day. Well, we're building tomorrow's leaders and we're starting at third grade.
I think one of the things that's going to make Carlsbad great in the future is that we embrace and honor our past, but we constantly move forward with our lessons learned into a great potential for our future.
I'm excited about the future of Carlsbad. I love this city the way it is, but Carlsbad has tremendous opportunity in the future, and I hope to work with the Carlsbad residents and help shape a community that's even better for the future of Carlsbad.
In Carlsbad, there are no strangers. One of the things we enjoy most is engaging one another, entering into those conversations to learn more about one another. That's truly special.
It's a great community to grow up in. I moved here from Los Angeles and the environment is completely different.
The people are very friendly.
I love the small town feel.
I think this is the greatest place to live.
Yeah, it's a beautiful place.
What's not to like about this place?